How you doing, guys? Chris at Dentless Touch, back again with another paintless dent repair video. This time around we have a Dodge Challenger, Hellcat, SRT, whatever you want to call it. I'm actually in love with this car, man. The way he spec'd this vehicle out with the orange calipers and the matte black hood. I mean, it is, I don't know, it's kind of one of the best Challengers I've ever worked on. Hope you guys enjoyed a little B-roll in the beginning. My little cinematic. I'm trying to expand my videography a little bit and give you guys more entertaining and informational content. So let's get to the repair. I'll show you the damage that's on the car and hopefully try to walk you through the steps that I'm taking. Before I start on this repair, I just want to give you my thought process right now. We have a very sharp dent in the door, and most guys would just drill an access hole in the door jamb. Probably will get you the best leverage and best sight. I mean, ideally, it's the perfect candidate to make an access hole. Here at Dentless Touch, we do not believe that this is right. Certain dealerships or certain buyers will devalue the car, and because of that, so we do not do that. We treat cars like it's our own, and so we do not proceed with drilling any access holes in cars. So with the panel, there's this kind of rubbery seal for the window. I'm gonna see if I can sneak down and kind of grab a hook tool in between the door. And so if not, I have to remove the door panel and then the window, and that may take some time. So we'll see. I've already priced it out for the customer as the worst case scenario, so he understands that the door panel and the window may need to come out. So I don't have to go back to the customer and ask for more money or anything like that. If I don't take the door panel off, then of course we don't charge for that. And he ended up getting a savings than what he thought he would have had to spend. So let's proceed. I'm gonna try best efforts to gain access to it. It is super deep, and looking at it head on right now, I probably are not gonna do that. I'm probably gonna need to remove the door panel and remove the window and all that good stuff. So let's see. So as I'm trying to make the best tool selection to start on this repair, I'm starting to really analyze this door. I wanted to go to the CarePoint flat bar here. And as for sticking it in the door, this kind of throw and the angle of the door, the separation between the window, you know, the point of contact for the tool and the throw out, kind of like this, is just too much. What is happening is it's touching the mechanism for the handle. So this needs to come out a little bit more and then allow this to kind of kick up. I'm gonna go to my second choice, which is the Ultra Double Bend, because that's gonna give me that throw. So I think within a matter of just 10 seconds, I'm able to find the tool of choice. Now the tip selection is gonna be the Ultra Dent tools. A lot of companies make this tip though. Some of them are far more advanced than the Ultra Dent tool one. I do have the old one. They have some advancements on their tool. They have like a little lip because of the cap that constantly comes off of it. But I'm using it without a cap, and I'm just going to apply a little bit of Tessa tape on it. So that gives me that control, gives me a little bit of flexibility on how I push. I'm going to heat that panel up to about 150 degrees and hope and pray this paint holds on. It's already a little bit damaged, but more of a kind of underneath. I don't think there's any damage towards the outside layer like the clear coat and the actual paint. I think there's a stamp in the paint that was caused by whatever impacted, but we have methods like wet sand and buffing that can kind of hide that. So let's get started and I'll show you my tool. All right, so this is the Ultra Dent Tools double bend. I believe this is the 36 inch. This is the older version. They do make a standard tip, but back about 15 years ago, they made it with this narrow kind of stud. People have problems with it breaking, but literally I haven't, so that's why I haven't upgraded. But it's a pretty good tool. I love this actually tool. But anyway, check out those tools. You can see how old mine is. And they've made a good advancement on the tip itself and on the thread that they use. I'm pretty sure if they're watching this video, they're probably gonna say, where did you find that tool at? So let's get started, guys. Whoa, there's a lot of power that needs to go in to get that dent up. It's coming up. I'm just being very patient with it. It's not a repair that is going to be easy and fast, even though it's such a small dent. A lot of customers only see the size and they don't really see the complexity of the repair. Hopefully in this video I am displaying that right there, but hopefully, well, it's coming out great. I mean, I'm happy with it right now. I did have to maneuver the heat gun a little bit. It was just getting in my way. I just need to work a little bit more efficient on that aspect. I'm gonna knock some highs right now down and then proceed to keep doing what I'm doing. So we're just finishing up on this repair. There's a little kind of micro scratches that my knockdown actually did to the paint. So we're just gonna buff it real quick. We're not gonna wet sand and buff this car. We're just gonna buff it and I'll show you guys the finished product. Actually, we'll go over the tools, then I gotta show you the finished repair. All right, so let's go over the tools that I used for this repair. This time around, it was the Ultra Dent Tools, part number ST3802. It's pretty much the same tool that I was displaying in the beginning, the Ultra side of it, the double bend. I was able to get an extension. I believe this is a Dentcraft extension. DCTE1 is the extension part number. This has the stub tip. I do not know where to get this from. It's the stubby tip right here. And so this is the setup that I was able to use. Totally forgot about that I had this tool. So, and the reason why I use the shorter ones, is the 24-inch one. The reason why I use that is my arm was at a point where I just didn't get good leverage and good control, really. I guess I had leverage, but the control aspect of it wasn't really there. So kind of had me go to a 24-footer, this one right here, I'm sorry, 24-inch tool. The only problem is I didn't have a lot of power, so I really needed to generate a lot of momentum from, you know, my hip and also, you know, my shoulder. So created a little bit of problem with that repair, but you know, I got through it, and it is what it is. Now, I move so fast, it's a quality and also a little disadvantage of me. But I know in my past videos, you guys admire the fact that I put a grade, a skill level on these repairs that I do. On this one, I would say about an 8, and that means no one probably under a 3-year tech will probably be able to complete this repair, at least from my standpoint. I've trained 5 guys now, and I have several PDR technicians as friends, but a repair like this, anyone under 3 years probably won't get it out as cleanly as I just did. But anyway, if you're a beginner tech and you feel like you could have tackled this repair, leave a comment below. I would love to see the difference in skill level. Where I come from, we've learned on a fade board. And nowadays people are learning on these Dent lights, so they're able to expedite their training process because the simple fact that they are able to see the center of the dent a lot easier than, you know, 14 years ago. So, but leave a comment below if you disagree, or if you agree, you know, share your thoughts. So let me show you how this repair came out. All right, that's the end of the video, guys. I want to say thanks for watching. Don't forget to like and subscribe if you haven't already, and we'll see you on the next video, guys. Peace.